Welcome to the Electrical Engineering Department. I am Dr. Ashraf Ali, the head of Electrical Engineering Department. In this quick video, I would like to introduce the Internet of Things Lab, Cloud Computing and AI application. So it's a lab that's used for educational and research purposes, and I'm glad to provide you with a tour for this lab. Please join me. You're welcome. So, as you can see here, this is one of the recent research lab that has been established in our department. From the name, you can tell that it's covering a wide area of applications, like trying to provide the students with the state-of-the-art sciences, especially the ones that has not been well known in the classical electrical engineering discipline. So we are focusing on the multidisciplinary sciences for this specific lab, and this lab has just joined our refurbished new labs. So let me show to you what exactly we have inside this lab. Please join me. Well, starting from the electrical breakers, since this lab has multiple single-phase and three-phase systems, along with a lot of server racks inside there. So we have all the safety breakers are here, easily accessible by any students who may find that there is a certain electricity hazard that may happen inside this lab. On top of that, for safety requirements, we have that exit sign that you see it there. It will illuminate in sense that there has been electricity outage or a power outage in the faculty building to guide the students on the nearest exit point. We have as well a bilingual instructions for students in order to tell what to avoid and what not to do, and the disciplines that they need to follow in order to ensure the safety of equipment and the safety of the students who are using this lab. Well, I would like to show you the very last thing related to the safety, which is the medications that we provide as a first aid for our students, hopefully not to use it. However, as a contingency plan, we got everything that we need here. It's well equipped for first aid, and there's numbers for the health center distributed in the corridors of the building in case there is a more professional health services are needed for the students or the staff. Well, so let's speak about now the equipments and the tools that we have this lab. Well, this lab, from its name, is focusing into two different tracks. To have the hardware development track and to have as well a software development track. So for the hardware development track, we got the following equipments. We have the oscilloscopes, DC power supplies, we have the function generator and the multimeter. Everything is expected to be developed by students on top of a breadboard, which is the developing space. And in order to manage and to govern the software bits, we have a PC, a dedicated PC with the latest specs that are equipped with 8 GB DDR4 and Core i7 processor. So this PC will be interfaced through a terminal to our state-of-the-art cloud computing unit that we will see in a minute. Please join me to see that. Just not to forget, we have the fire extinguisher, which is inside there. We put it there due to the high risk of overheating the server cluster set. So this is the optimum position for such fire extinguisher. And our cloud computing solution is already demonstrated here. It's a bit loud now because all the 6 servers are currently running, and we have 3 servers are used for general purpose research purposes, and we have a cluster hyper-converged infrastructure which is mainly will be hosting the local cloud solutions. Other Wi-Fi routers and network routers are distributed there. So why do we need this cluster? The cluster is mainly needed to develop a network back-end apps by the students, where we will be using all the web development tools. And at the same time, we develop the front-end apps and sensors from the benches that we see here. So we are capable now to demonstrate and show whether we want to have an end-to-end solution, like an entire solution can be considered like an application, real-life application, could lead to trigger the students' creativity, and may lead at the end to a spin-off if they decide to take it further after the graduation. So having that entrepreneurship environment for the students is crucial to trigger their minds. We have here the control screens, like 4 screens that control. You can, like for administration and configuration purposes, we can control the cluster inside without the need to get into there, because like due to the heating and the air circulation, it would be safer for the users to use the monitoring screens that we see here. As you can see here we have ID cards, which is very obvious, and we put it in a position to introduce to the students the details and the specs of the following equipments that you see here. So it will be much easier to identify the specs and how to connect the peripherals to such devices. And since we mentioned that the students will be able to develop a sensory and boards to be considered as part of the front-end applications, we got here our own CNC machine trying to tell the students how to develop their PCB electronic boards from manufacturing. If they need to do a soldering, we have a professional as well soldering equipments, and we can come up with a full end-to-end solution as I explained at the beginning. That's in general what we are doing here in this lab. I would like to provide more details upon your request. And this is a message for all our students and other faculty members. We are here to collaborate in terms of research and education. You are very welcome to join us, to collaborate, and to use the facilities we got here inside this lab. I would finally highlight that Dr. Engineer Muhammad Hattab will be the lab supervisor, and he's more than helpful in terms of providing further information. Thank you so much.